Today, for our Caminos segment, we will be talking about the SPMDTU, otherwise known as the Society for the Mutual Protection of Workers. Founded in 1900, 125 years ago, down in Antonito, Colorado, it is the oldest Hispanic civil rights organization in the United States. Joining me to talk about his involvement for the past 57 years and, of course, his history is Dr. Antonio Esquivel. Thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, thank you for inviting us.
Absolutely.
La Sociedad Protección Mutua de Trabajadores Unidos, also known as the Society for the Mutual Protection of Workers. We also known as the SPMDTU. Sometimes it's referred to just as the SPM.
Okay, yeah. It's a long acronym.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But it was founded, like as you said, 1900 on November 26th. As a matter of fact, 2 weeks from tomorrow will be November 26th.
Pretty remarkable.
So it was founded 125 years ago in 2 weeks.
Okay? So take me back 125 years. What was the original goal when this was established?
Well, first of all, let me say it was founded by a man by the name of Celedonio Mondragon and 6 other men in Antonito, Colorado. Now, the reason I stood up is because whenever we pronounce his name in a meeting, everybody in the assembly stands up to recognize this man who formed this organization 125 years ago. But it was founded basically to help workers during time of unemployment or illness or injury at work. Okay? It was also founded to help widows and orphans when one of our members had passed away. And also founded to fight discrimination in the mines, in the railroads, and in the fields, industries that were coming into the San Luis Valley at that time.
Sure.
And also to protect their property rights, because at that time the Homestead Act was still in effect, so people were coming from the east trying to take over land in the San Luis Valley. So that was to protect those rights. And then finally, 125 years ago, the Anglo insurance companies would not fund Mexicans for end-of-life insurance or burial insurance. So the SPM formed its own burial insurance company.
Wow.
And that's how I joined 58 years ago.
Pretty
I joined because of that insurance policy.
So 125 years later, are those goals still the same? Of course, some of those industries still very active down there.
Well, yes, except there's been other groups that have taken over that area of discrimination. We have civil rights laws now that were not in effect at the time. We have insurance companies now that will fund or insure Mexicanos. So some of those things are no longer, but the reason that people would join today would be because they want to carry on the legacy of the SPMDTU. They want to be involved in continuing the history and the culture that was our history in the Southwest. Plus many of the members that are joining today, their fathers, grandfathers, grandmothers were members of the SPM. Okay? So they want to continue that legacy.
Sure.
See, plus we also provide the services to the communities now. So that's kind of why people would join today.
Yeah, makes sense.
Matter of fact, here in our Denver Concilio, we have a golf tournament every year that raises scholarship money for college scholarships.
Oh, cool.
And over the last 25 years, we've given out $250,000 worth of scholarships.
Wow, remarkable.
So that's just one of the activities we are involved in here in Denver.
Sure.
But if I could talk a little bit about the building.
Please, yeah. For folks who haven't been to Antonito, I mean, this is a really small town. I've driven through there a number of times. It's right there on 285, right before you get to the New Mexico border.
Exactly.
Just a really small town. It would be easy to miss this town, but not this building, right?
No, this building there was built in 1925.
Wow.
Okay, so it's 100 years old. Now, last year, in 2024, we finished a complete restoration of the building. We put in from various grants, basically from the State Historical Fund, from the Sangre de Cristo Fund in Alamosa, and also from the Community Development Fund. We put in $2.6 million to restore this building.
Wow.
So it is in better shape than when it was built because it's modernized, although the outside looks just like the way it was built. You know?
Sure.
So we're trying to ensure that that building will last another 100 years.
Wow, pretty remarkable. It certainly is beautiful. Before I let you go, I want to talk about a little more history here. Back in 1914, there was a big Alamosa Schools desegregation case, and this group played a big role in that, it sounds like.
Oh, yes. You know, the SPM raised money for the lawyer for that lawsuit. They also circulated petitions in favor of the case. Yeah. Matter of fact, recently we wrote a corrido. It's called El Corrido de Francisco Maestas, which is about that case.
Wow.
Francisco Maestas was the guy who sued the school district.
Wow, so much history. Real quick, how can folks get involved if they want to learn more about you?
Well, we have a website. It's SPMDTU, just very simple, spmdtu.org, and that gives you a whole history. We have on there our official hymn. We have a little history of the SPM, and we have our goals, and we have an application there on that website. So if a person wants to join the SPM, they can do it through that website.
Perfect. Dr. Antonio Esquivel, thank you so much for joining us today.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks
Really
for inviting
appreciate
us.
your time. Absolutely.